Hey, In2Pickle, Tony here, coming to you from the U.S. Open. I'm here with my friends Philippe and Jean-François. I had the pleasure of watching them play an exhibition match last Saturday here, and it was an amazing match. And I asked them if it would be possible for them to help me demonstrate some of the mechanics of the game and how it's played. Philippe is going to help us understand a little bit about the movement, and then we're going to talk about the different strokes. And then what we'll do is we'll have some, we'll show you how it's done, the mechanics of it. But right now we're just going to talk about it for a couple of minutes. So, what about, so you're holding the paddle? How do you get around the court with the paddle? And so are you holding the paddle like? Do you hold the paddle and then are you grabbing the chair or with the three fingers, or how do you do the?
Yeah, obviously you won't put the paddle on your legs and wheel your chair. You still have to hold the paddle.
Right.
So you're gonna use a paddle and use it like you would hit,
Correct.
but you wheel on the hand rim here.
Oh, okay.
And you
So
use the
you're
grip.
You're using like the grip and also maybe like
Yes, yes.
I don't know what this part of the hand is,
Yes.
but this part of the hand, okay.
Yes, because it's so fast. I mean,
Okay.
you have to wheel control your chair
Right.
and still hit, so
Right.
you don't put it here. And
Gotcha. Yeah, of course.
Yes.
What we're going to do here is take a look at different sequences. I'll show you different shots, different angles of Jean-François moving around the pickleball court and how he does so with the paddle. I'll show you how he cups his hand in order to be able to grab the chair and propel the chair by using the grip of the paddle like it's the palm of the hand and pushing along the wheel in order to propel the chair. Here's Jean-François moving forward to hit a forehand. I'll show it to you again in slow motion here and break it down. What I want you to notice here is how he uses the grip of the paddle, essentially replaces the palm of the hand in terms of the mechanics of how the chair is moved. So the grip of the paddle basically becomes the palm of the hand, and the paddle essentially helps Jean-François propel the chair as he moves forward. What you'll have to be able to do in order to use the paddle as over the palm of your hand is to squeeze the paddle from the side so that the paddle doesn't fall out of your hand while you bring the paddle towards the chair and press it against the chair as if it were the palm of your hand. You can see Jean-François do this in these two sequences. Let's look at it from behind so you can get a view from a different vantage point. What you're going to see here is you're going to see a couple of things. The first thing you're going to notice how the paddle rests along the edge of the wheel as Jean-François uses the paddle to propel the wheel forward. And the other thing you'll notice is that he cups his hand, as I mentioned before, creating some pressure on the paddle in order to bring the paddle towards the wheel while he pushes it forward. These next two sequences are not to show you the mechanics of how to hold the paddle and move the wheelchair. It's simply to show you how fast the game can be. It's a very fast game with a lot of quick movements, a lot of moving back and forth, a lot of darting around, and you can see that in these two sequences. Let's show you what the movement looks like in action now. Here you're going to see Philippe on the other side in blue against Jean-François on this side in the black. They're playing skinny singles. What that means is that they're playing cross court only. So they'll be playing from one side of the court to the other cross court, and then they'll switch sides when there's a score and play the other way, but it'll always be half the court.